Hi there, I'm Bevan, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Sonos Five, or to be precise, two Sonos Fives, and answering the question, does Sonos Five plus Sonos Five equal great audio? So I've got a fairly humble music listening system in this room at the moment. It's an Arelic A50, which is a Chinese streamer and amplifier. It's done a great job, cost about $150 or $200 in that area, and it sounds fine, but it's been played through a pair of very humble old Sharp 1990s MIDI speakers, and I've been looking for an upgrade for about 2 or 3 years. I've been thoroughly researching it, and finally I settled on these two because of a great Black Friday special. Normally two Sonos Fives will cost you $1,800, however I've got this pair for $1,500, and I think it's really hard to find good quality audio system that includes streaming, source, amplification and speakers for that amount of money. So I think this is a great value deal. Something that made me look into the Sonos option was the fact that I obtained a Sonos Move probably a couple of years ago now. This is Sonos's premier portable speaker, and I've just been really impressed by the whole experience of this speaker. It's a really solid speaker, it makes fantastic sound, albeit semi-mono. It can run in Bluetooth and network mode. The software platform is just outstanding, and it's even got these wonderful tactile buttons on top to control it with. So that really made me want to expand my Sonos system. Now you might say, why did I buy two? Because music is made in stereo and it's meant to be listened to in stereo, and although apparently these do a great job on their own, I think you need them spread out to give you the full experience. So we're going to unbox these products today, set them up and have a listen, and we'll give you some impressions of them. Right, so let's unbox this. So it's in a beautiful package with some nice simple foolproof instructions on the top. Let's find out if they really are foolproof. We'll take the protective cover off, unlock that end, same on the other end. And then in theory, we should just be able to lift the top off. And here we have our Sonos Five. I really like this cotton protective covering on it. It's a fairly heavy speaker. It's more than I expected actually. I'll just remove it from the protective case. This is really professionally packaged. I'm very impressed. And here we have it, the Sonos Five. So if you were just buying one speaker, you'd sit it down like that and you'd have a stereo effect, but it can also be spun around, as we'll see in the demo, and laid straight up like that. In the back here we've got the power socket, the Ethernet port, which I'm going to be using for the best network stability, the 3.5mm analog input, and the pairing button. So let's unbox the other one and then we'll get them set up and make some music. So this is what you get when you unbox the Sonos Five, or in my case two Sonos Fives. You obviously get this beautiful pure black speaker, also available in white, the getting started guide, and a power cord for each speaker. The speakers are quite substantial. You can see from the size of them, they are the size of a standard bookshelf speaker, if not slightly higher. And in common with the Sonos Move, they have the standard buttons on top for volume down, volume up, play, and it supports the left and right gestures for moving to the next track or previous track. I love the commonality of the look and feel, the grille, and of course the amazing palindromic name that works in any orientation. So the Sonos Five is a true wireless speaker, or as wireless as you can really get. Obviously you do need a power cord, which is the proprietary figure 8 power cord provided, and literally for most people setting it up will just simply be a matter of plugging this into the back and then using the app to get it connected to your wireless network. I'm going to connect a Ethernet cable though, because I think that Ethernet provides the most stable connection for wireless streaming. Right, let's get onto the app. So following through the provided quick start guide, and it is very quick, you literally connect the power cord, then download the Sonos app. Fortunately, I've already done that on my iPad. So we'll just open up the Sonos app here, and then it will hopefully detect that there's a new device to add. And there we go, easy as that. Add. Now it's adding it to my system. And we've got the tick. Job done. Now I just have to say where it is, which is in the living room. Continue. Now we've got an update, so let's run that. This will take several minutes. Okay, so we've set up our first Sonos speaker, which was a Breeze. We'll click done. I've got no idea what's going to happen now, but I've got another speaker here that also needs to be added. Oh, and here we go. So I'm guessing this is going to be the same routine. So we'll let that run through, and then we'll see about creating a stereo pair, and then we'll do true play tuning, which allows it to adjust to the acoustics of your room for the best quality audio. Okay, so we've now finished setting up our second speaker, and it knows what I want to do. It's just said, would you like to pair your Sonos Fives as a stereo pair in living room? Why, yes, I would. Use a stereo pair. Facing the front, tap the image below that matches the speaker making the chime. Well, it's this one here, which is the left speaker. Continue. Adding a stereo pair. Done. Now, I believe that's what's called a seamless software experience. I'm very impressed with that. Now, I believe the next thing we have to do is true play tuning, which I mentioned earlier, which is when it uses the audio correction technology. And I'm guessing that this section here called Get to Know Your Sonos Five, which is appeared in the settings area of the Sonos app, is probably going to help me with that. Right, so now we're going to do our true play tuning for the room correction system. Now, we found out that this doesn't actually work on iPhone 14 yet, or an iPad. So I'll grab my daughter's iPhone SE to do this part of it. So we go into True Play Tuning, and we go Continue. True Play Tuning takes about 3 minutes and uses the microphone, obviously, on this iOS device to measure the sound. We should take the case off before I start, so let's do that. It's not really covering the microphone, but we want to give this the best shot of working, I suppose. And then once we've got that off, we'll click Begin Tuning. And this will involve us, I believe, walking around the room while the speakers make some funny noises. Begin tuning. Yep, the products are placed where we want them. If we move our products, we'll need to retune. That's fine. Let's click Continue. Rotate your iPhone. Hold your iPhone like this. So it wants me to hold it with the microphones pointing up. And then we'll click Continue. So we want the room to be as quiet as possible. Right, the room is quiet. Let's begin. To begin, watch the video above. Waving your iPhone measures how sound is affected. Okay, I'm just going to watch this video. Well, that's the setup process complete now. We've done our true play tuning. I did feel like a complete Wally walking around the room waving the phone up and down, and I hope the neighbours didn't see me, but it should be all worthwhile with superior sound now for our space in here. So now we're going to do some listening and report back on the sound quality.